two beautiful girls with me. Ramesa, say hi.
Hi.
Sophie,
Hi.
see what we're doing today? What are we doing today? We're talking about what? We're talking about the growth mindset. What would you do to grow this and this?
Good to go. Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Jehon is here. So we are recently started our podcast episode on the guest corner where we talk about on different topics with our guests and our esteemed guests. And I have a guest. I don't want to call her guest because she is usually in the part of this project that we are actually started in my YouTube channel, and we were doing kind of live streams. Aidai is here with us today, and welcome back, Aidai. I'm not
Thank
saying
you.
that welcome, so I'm welcome back. So we are discussing on certain topics, and last week we actually started our podcast session with another amazing lady who is also part of this project, and she used to be the part of these live stream sessions, Abby. And that podcast is coming, and I will be putting the link down in the description box. You can just have a look to that podcast, and hopefully we will expose more people and bring more people in the to the channel, and gonna discuss more different topics that will be interesting for you also to listen on podcast, let's say, stations, as well as in the YouTube and wherever you are. Let's say we're gonna try to put everywhere our podcast episode.
Thank you so much, Jay. It's always a pleasure to be here and to discuss the topics which are literally very essential, not only for us, but for our audience, for our friends, for our colleagues, for our former colleagues as well. Because what we do, it's just we're sharing our experiences and our life stories, which could definitely help you guys to grow further, to develop yourselves further, because we spent so many years on that, building our careers, learning from our mistakes. So that's podcast, that's for you guys, and hope you will be learning from it, and we do hope that it will be helpful for you. So stay tuned, there will be more podcasts to go, so we're happy to have you. We're back again with the podcast number 2, and today we're going to talk about big mindset and the growth mindset with the expert in the mindset, Mr. Jaehoon, who is my friend, my former colleague, and just an amazing person. So
Thank you.
hopefully you will like it, and hopefully you will find it helpful. Thanks.
Perfect. So let's get started, guys. So we will have a very nice topic to discuss today: how to cultivate growth mindset. It might sound a little bit cliche, but what we're gonna do here, we will not share the theoretical, let's say, topic that you are not very much interested. So we're gonna share about our personal experiences, and if I was like in like 10 years back, what I will be doing in order not to go same traps, not to go to follow the same, let's say, mud in a way, and cultivate my growth mindset. Because quite some time in our years, in younger age, we were on the fixed mindset. So how
Right.
to make speedy growth, and how to make speedy, let's say, change from growth mindset, from fixed mindset to the growth mindset. So this is the topic to discuss, and my first question to the IDA will be about how you started to cultivate your growth mindset, and what was your age at that time, what kind of actions you did in order to cultivate your growth mindset.
That's a very, very interesting question, Jay. So, first of all, once I look back at my career growth and perspectives which I had, the first thing what I started to do, I started to think how I can go further and how can I go faster in my career level. So starting from the guest service officer in front office, now being as a director of sales in a five-star hotel. So it took me more than 10 years to go take those steps. But what did I do? I asked for the promotions. So I did not want to stay in my current position where I learned a lot. So I wanted to find something challenging for me. And for me, the challenging part was the promotion, to go further on the career ladder. Or sometimes, whenever you are feeling that you're stuck at one place, I was resigning from my job and I was trying to look for something else. So that's how I was moving between Qatar and United Arab Emirates, in and out, in and out. So It's just where I found the better opportunities for my growth, where I found the better income, of course. So that's where I was going, and this is how I kept my mind and myself growing, not to stuck in my comfort zone, because comfort zone is something which is really
Yeah,
killing the
it's
people.
killing. It's
It
killing.
kills the creativity, it kills everything. So that's why for me the most important step was just to
Mhm,
move forward.
mhm,
So I tried not to stay more than 2 years in one position,
mhm,
but in my previous years, while I had more of a fixed mindset,
mhm,
as you correctly mentioned, like I was pretty happy where I
mhm,
was.
mhm,
But was it making me better? I wouldn't say so. But because it was more of a comfort, I didn't
mhm.
want to grow further. But
Yeah.
then I started to move a little bit. So this is how I realized that if you move and your brain is working, this is how you are putting yourself in an uncomfortable
Mhm.
situation. That's when you start growing yourself. And I guess that's gonna be same for you. And here's the counter question for you as well, Jay. Like,
Yeah, actually,
what did you do?
I think I would rather speak like about the last 5 years. That was enormous impact on my mindset in terms of the how I changed way of thinking. Um, it's about like in the you go with flow and you are not aware that you are going with flow. So our
Yeah, right.
brains are cultivated to always shut down the risks and try to protect us. Okay, this is like survival mode, and when the survival mode is on, and brain tries to protect you, and he is not giving you a chance to be exposed to any kind of risks or the challenges. So what we need to do, understanding this, let's say, mechanism, once you understand this dynamic of your mind, you have a chance to outperform or just trick the brain, because you need to trick the brain. Otherwise you will stuck in the same place, go to the work, come back, routine work, not doing anything, just getting your pay, and that's it. However, if you want, if everyone has their like potential decoded in their genes, like we have a big potential, we are not aware of that. We just need to go to the challenges in order to really expose and find out that let's say potential. So what I did, um, when I was in Bay degree in Switzerland, so this is what happened to me. I just want to share a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
a fragment from my life in a way. I was an MBA degree and I was applying for the revenue manager job in the different areas, in different chain hotels. So I applied for the Merit International in different countries, one in my country, one in Turkey. So one is country that I have been born and I work there. I have a comfort. Another one is discomfort. I don't know this country. Okay, this is very close country. Turks, we are close, same language, but still the culture and a lot of things are different, and the market situation is also different in terms of hotel experience as well. So I got this, both chances in two hotels. So I got the offer from the both hotels. So my brain was tend to go to 90 degree to the
The things
90% to
which
the,
you know, right?
which you know. So at that point, I called that person who is in charge of the revenue in the Istanbul. I told myself, I told him, okay, this is, I'm tend to go to the same hotel, the same place that I used to work before my education. He told me, no, stop there. This is your brain is like faking you up. So you need to just try to trick, and you need to go out of this comfort zone and come here, learn new things, new environment, new people, new culture, new, like everything is new. It will be a little bit hassle, but you're gonna learn. So this was first time after I did intentional decision. Like
Mm-hmm.
before you do unintentional jumps,
Right.
you are forced, someone pushed you. But here I did intentional jump. So I jumped to the area, to the environment which I don't know anything
So it
at
was
all.
a personal choice.
Yeah, it was personal choice, and believe me, that's that's not good. That's really not good. I There was a point that I was about to cry, because I came to the place. The hotel was like, there was three hotels in the cluster, then it was five hotels. So I wasn't the only guy reporting to the director of revenue. New people, you need to meet new people, talk to the different leaders from the area, from corporate office. So I was very much shy, very much shy. I was like literally my ears were becoming
Mm-hmm.
red. I was becoming red. So I
I can
couldn't,
resonate.
I couldn't
I
speak.
had the
Yeah,
same.
yeah. You go to the meeting like you don't know anything. Okay, okay, maybe you know the basics, but you don't know the things that in that environment, how to have, even the things that you know, you are so your heart is about to explode, like you don't know what to say. Like even so, you know, you are so in that situation that everyone is looking at you. There is a spotlight effect. There is, you know, this what's a
Oh yeah,
spotlight, that everyone is like, it's like you, there is a
tell me about it.
light on you, and everyone's like looking to you. Believe me, no one cares, no one cares. They just want, this is like flow of the job. Everyone is saying something in the morning briefing, and everyone is going to their own workplace. Like why you are stressing out, why you are stressing in the meeting, they're gonna listen to you and they're gonna shift to another person. Like say what you need to say and then finish. But I was making like I am about to make a decision about the nuclear deal with Iran or someone. Like, why? Like, why? Don't stress this out. Like, it was really like so stressing. And at the same time, my wife was pregnant, so we had a lot of issues at the country. We got a lot of scams with the rental thing, and so there are a lot of negative things. Like topped it up, I was about to quit. One day, I told myself, "Okay, we go back to my country. This is enough." The same guy who had talked to me, who had like mentored me in a way, he had a talk and he told me like, "Okay, let's do a coaching session. I will give you 1 month, and you try to do the." This structure, we
Hmm.
had a structure. You need to meet certain people and try to talk to them too much in order to expose yourself and have a communication skills much better. So I started to meet up people. I started to talk to the sales that I was not doing before. I was in my small box.
Yeah,
I was not moving around. Maybe somebody gonna say something. So you just try to protect yourself in the environment that you don't know anything. But however, you need to go out and really dig the places and find food, find, let's say, this is how we lived, like
like centuries, ages
centuries, like
ago.
in
Yeah,
order to live. That's the topic comes about, how the individual needs to be raised in the family. Maybe we were not raised at that level.
true. I
We were like
agree.
a, my boy.
Yeah.
Maybe I was not raised as a man,
Hmm.
like real man who is protecting, going there. And at that point, I found myself very weak. I couldn't speak to my wife too much about this, because you don't want to show your weakness to your wife, and you know this. There is a certain gray areas. Nobody talks about those ones. So to cut in short, so that was my 1 month of coaching session that I was exposed to the certain people, and I learned a lot of things. Then I started to feel more confidence, and I started to do the same meeting where I was not anymore shy. I was not becoming red. I was telling whatever I believe. I was doing mistakes, and everyone is pointing out mistakes, 1 2 3 4, but I was getting a little bit shy, little bit shy, little bit. Then shine is gone at all. So then you started to speak more and more, go to the coffee breaks with the certain people from the meeting, you build up this relationship. And this is the trick for you guys. If you don't know the environment, don't know the people, try to talk to them, try to socialize with them outside of the work. Go to the coffee breaks, just have a discussion, and you know the perspectives. Then when you come to the meeting, you bring that kind of relationship to the meeting and you feel more
True.
comfortable. Otherwise, like you just could come to the meeting room, you know nothing about those people's background, you didn't have a coffee, you didn't have a word with those people, so you are very much stressed. So this is my experience. Like that month helped me a lot, and I learned a lot. I find out after like 3 4 months was a months of stabilization, let's say, for me,
Hmm.
and started to grow. Then I started to do more meetings. I started to do the meeting of my vibe for I was started to do the meetings instead of my director of
Yeah.
revenue for a higher level. He left, then I was in charge of those hotels, so then I grow. This is how you grow. You become what you have inside as a potential. You just need to
Right.
find out that potential. And with this, like, you know, once you are doing surgery, the doctors are doing
Hmm.
surgery with their
Hmm.
with this, I forgot the name of this. You just take with slowly out this thing from your, like from your body, like
Stitches.
stitches, like you just, you need to take, you know, the scalpel, or what
Yeah,
the
yeah.
scalpel, you
Hmm.
just,
Hmm.
you need to take this potential out of your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to find out that potential, where is it, and how I can like take it out, and put yourself like in a uncertainty and learn from there.
Yeah.
It was a little bit long, but this is experience, and this is real experience that taught me. And whenever something happens in the, once you grow, and in new places. I always remember that day.
Yeah,
That's a good lesson.
of course, because it's very informative,
Mm,
like, and what I liked when you were mentioning, Jay, about the confidence as well,
mhm,
about the confidence levels, and about being shy. Well, I really liked when you were mentioning that before going into the meetings with the
mhm, mhm,
strangers,
mhm.
somehow they are strangers,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like you don't know your colleagues.
Mhm,
Like you were shy at the beginning, and then like probably there was like a little bit of a confidence level,
mhm,
and then you
mhm.
mentioned that the confidence level grew as well as shyness gone. Did you
Yeah.
do something extraordinary, or did you take maybe some lessons? Because like for us, like people are by nature, some of them extroverts, some of them introverts,
Mhm,
some people are shy by
mhm,
nature,
mhm,
like
mhm.
myself as well. Like I tend to be a little bit shy sometimes, but now with the nature of my work, I'm not shy
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, yeah,
So
yourselves. You need
yeah,
not to
so
be.
I have to be out.
Yeah, yeah,
So this is I learned.
yeah,
So maybe you have some tips and some of the recommendations
yeah.
for juniors, for example, like who want to learn, who want to grow their
Mhm,
careers, and just to put it in their perspective, just to how to overcome the shyness,
mhm.
and how to become more confident,
Okay.
because everything, it goes together with the mindset as
Correct,
well. And
correct.
this is
It's
how
part
you
of the growth mindset as well. You
correct,
to create a confidence in a
because
way.
you grow.
Yeah.
And if you share some tips, that
Yeah.
would be
First
fantastic.
thing first. Do not look for guys. First thing first. Do not look external solution for the internal problem.
Mhm.
Okay. External solution will never help. You can listen certain people, but they don't know you. Even that person that was my director, he was
Yeah.
talking to me. He doesn't know the traumas that I had
Hmm.
in childhood.
Well,
Everyone has these
actually,
traumas. Yeah, you need to find
it's so
out. Yes,
powerful.
you need to sit. You need to sit, guys, and you need to really find out what's hurting for you. For example, I will expose here. So, for
Hmm.
because this is my aim in the podcast, in the journey that I'm doing currently in my YouTube channel, the audience that knows me. I'm trying to give more authentic way of the individual's personalities. Okay, I remember I have been raised as uh, like son of the mom
Hmm.
who was like an English teacher in the in the school. So I was like very much obedient guy, going to the school, not doing anything. I cannot go specific areas. I cannot fight with anyone. I cannot do anything. I cannot. No, no, fatal error. Your brain is out. Like you have like this fatal error, this blue screen. Your brain is out. So this is what was happening. So I find out, okay, my mom raised me trying to protect me from the dangers outside because it was Soviet times and we just started to get our independence. We were barely making months, and so she was a teacher. My dad was engineer, so they were trying to protect me and trying to put all their investment on me in terms of the resources so I can just grow. So however, they didn't realize that I am a man. I'm a man. I will become a family, let's say, protector. I become a husband. I will become the husband in the future, so I need to be very much strong. I need to learn a lot of new skills. But they were raising me like a baby boy always. Even so, you
Hmm.
are 15 years old, you
Yeah.
are still baby boy. But they didn't understand these dynamics, and it was, I'm not blaming them. This was the level of the, let's say,
Hmm.
parenting at that time. We
Yeah.
need to discuss about this maybe in the parenting,
It's
why this is a different.
actually a
Yes.
good topic. Yeah.
Yeah, because in the when there is a difficulties, in times of difficulties, people they do the bare minimum.
Hmm.
They never go to the luxury. Now we have everything. Now we are looking for parenting differently. I have everything. See how much stuff we have. I do have security in the country. Everything is
Yeah.
good. Now I am spending time on my kids to differently to shape their life differently. Maybe give them different choices. But at that time there was no choice. There is only one choice. You need to live. You need to be alive. That's the idea. So they were protecting me, and I found out that I didn't talk to the girls a lot. I didn't talk to. I was not going to the fights. All my classmates, they were having fights between the classes. So they were going, James came, James come. I was like, no, I cannot come. My mom doesn't. So these kind of things like really demoralized me, and I didn't. I didn't know that this was the reasons.
Hmm.
Then I told myself, okay, and I have been told a lot that you are introvert. You're introvert. You're introvert. I accepted this as introvert. However, I
But in
found,
fact, you're not.
yes, I
You
found
are
later,
not.
like I am not. In the last 10 years, I have evolution went way different way. It's 100,
Skyrocket.
yeah, 180 degree, totally, totally different place. Like you are now, we are talking about, let's say, we are in Qatar. I am talking about US or New Zealand or something like total different. So once you realize and you tap into that traumas that you have, you're gonna fix your internal problem by yourself. Don't listen to the people that gonna come and give you advice. Yeah, listen the people who are mature, they have gone through specific life, but don't listen to the people who haven't gone through those journey and they don't know what's gonna happen. So try to fix your internal problem by yourself. This is first. Find internal solution to the internal problems. Second thing, what you need to do, you need to just really try to trick your mind. This was my first decision that I tricked my
Hmm.
mind, because at that time 90% of my mind was saying, go to your home country, Azerbaijanis, your country, everyone, the same colleagues, same people, same GM, you're going to get better salary, mom, dad, everyone is there, so that's good. My brain was telling me, I told myself, no, if I want to grow, I need to push myself. Knowing that it's not greener other side until I succeed in certain phase. But then I push myself and it was not good. Yeah, you need to know, once you go to the challenges, it's not good. You will go halfway to the mud, like half to
Yeah.
your body to the mud. You need to know how to find out stick and get out of that mud first. Secondly, uh, you will fail. Just put this in your mind that there will be times that you will fail. If you fear of failure, that will always put you back.
Right.
So that's why you need to push. This is the second one. And the third one, you need to have a really good environment in terms of the friends. I'm not talking about you need to have a 5 friends, 10 friends, the couple friends who really support you, who are really next to you. They are not just listening to you. They are just really, there are two types of listening. Yeah, listening to just to give you, yeah, okay, you are good, like there is no real support. The people who say you bitter truths to your face. I had a friend who were telling me bitter truths on my face, saying that you are very shy, you should get out of this. What kind of mindset you are? He was telling me that you are like a mommy boy, even you're 25 years old. You need to.
Oh.
Even my wife, having a conversation with her, she's very advanced in terms of what the way of thinking. She did the partially 80% of my evolution in a way. So your partner is the second, most important. I think the most important thing in your life. Even you don't have a partner, you have still the friends who are, or the family who
Yep.
can really support and give you that. This is the three things really pushed me. And the
Hmm.
experience wise, I'm not just giving it from the book that I can give
Yep.
what you can do in terms of the tricks, but it's it's real. Like this has worked for me, but I'm not saying it will work directly for you, but you can try and see what is the outcomes, and of course you can change, because all our minds, all of us, like different. You are different, I am
Yeah,
different. If
absolutely.
something work for me, maybe
Maybe
cannot
not
do
work
not
for
work for
me.
you.
Correct.
So coming to that conclusion, I would like us you ask you, was there any kind of situation that you were about to cry and you were shy, and someone uh, con- I'm not saying that embarrassed you, or in a situation that you wanted to quit and you tell yourself, okay, hospitality is not for me, or was that kind of situation that
Oh,
happened to you, and how you dealt?
a
I want to
lot.
understand,
A lot,
because
Jay.
woman is different from the man. I give my male, let's say, men perspective. So
No
woman in the
problem.
working in a corporate environment is not different, it's totally different. You
Yeah.
have more, let's say, disadvantages you need to come overcome.
True.
Share.
So, yeah, I had a lot of situations during my career when I really had to think twice, do some ruthless decisions,
Hmm.
like to go further. And the first thing when, like, as a woman,
Mm.
when my boss preferred a male
Mm.
colleague
Mm.
over me to
Mm.
promote,
Mhm.
because first he was Arabic speaker,
Mm.
he was a male,
Mm.
and me as a lady, my boss thought that I'm incapable to run the department,
Mm.
and the preference went to my Arabic speaking colleague.
Mm.
And then I thought probably it's unfair,
Mhm.
because I do so much of the things,
Mhm.
but then because I'm not a male and I'm not speaking Arabic, that's why you
Mhm.
just can push me away.
Mhm.
But then it gave me the growth to think like, okay, never mind, but like
It's
I
like
can
you are
learn.
preparing the ice cream. He is eating the ice
Right,
cream.
right. But I can learn from this situation, right?
Okay.
And then and I felt that my colleague, he was very, very embarrassed that
Mhm.
he got promoted over me because he knew that
Mm.
that I wanted to get this promotion, that I was working hard, I was really working my tail off to
Mhm.
get that promotion.
Mhm.
It was a junior position
Mhm.
still, right?
Mhm.
Like it was from a team leader front office to go to assistant manager.
Mhm.
But in that time it was so important for me just to have this growth.
Mhm.
And then I thought that that's it, like I was not getting promotion
Mhm.
and I was not getting something what I wanted, that I was
Mhm.
working for.
Mhm.
But eventually what I thought of, like, let me thank the situation,
Mhm.
because I got the opportunity to go to the events as
Ah,
an
okay.
events executive, and
Mhm.
it's even higher position
Mhm.
because it's going to the commercial department now.
Mhm.
So I was no longer in operation. So by then I was super upset. I was saying like, why people are so unfair.
Mhm.
But then once the another opportunity came, when God opened me another door,
Mhm.
and it was the better opportunity.
Yeah, same.
So, and that's how you need to look into these guys, like whenever there is
Patience,
something.
maybe that can
Patience
be.
is a virtue as well. So, and if you are facing some difficult situations, or the door is being closed on you, it doesn't mean that the life is over. It's a
You are
tragedy,
unfit.
or you're
You are not
unfit,
fit. Yeah.
or you don't have capabilities,
Yep.
or you are not good enough. No, you are good enough for something better, for
Mm.
something better for you.
Yeah.
And this is how it went further, further, and further. There were so many other situations when in new positions I
Mm.
didn't know how to present myself,
Mm.
and I didn't know how to, indeed,
So familiar.
how to deliver a report results during the meeting,
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
to present a presentation during the staff gathering, like, and
How was
staff.
you? How was your feeling? What kind of thing you were?
I was feeling that entire heart will just go into my
Yeah.
feet, and as if I was looking at myself from a
Mhm.
different angle, and it was not myself, because I was so robotic.
Yeah. Can we
Like,
say here that this is exactly the feelings that everyone gonna go if
yes,
you want to have a growth mindset, if you want to cultivate, you need to go those feelings, all of you need to go those feelings,
y-
because it's totally strange for you,
it
yeah, that
is.
environment you haven't been this
It
before.
is. You have to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation in order for you to grow, because this
Mhm.
has to work.
Yeah.
And the brain only works when there is something new, when there is a challenge. That's why people are saying that don't stay in your comfort zone, because you're gonna be so how to say, like, you're gonna be so laid back,
Yeah.
like you are not developing yourself, you don't learn anything new, your
you are
brain is
you
so lazy.
you are killing your future self, your future better
Right,
self, yeah, because
right,
we all are aiming future better self. If
right.
you stay back and sit back, just sit there, you are killing yourself, and you are most probably preparing your, let's say, regret letter from
Yes,
now. Maybe
yes.
your regret letter is like this much,
Or maybe like
but
this.
it's gonna go more and more. So think
Correct.
about this one. So that's why I just want to mention this quote in a way, like you mentioned, you need to be comfortable with discomfort.
Yes.
Until you don't do this, you will never exceed
You will
your
never learn, you will
learn new
never
things.
grow, and your mindset as well will not grow, because this is what me and Jay were trying to imply here,
Mm.
that your mindset has
Mhm.
to grow. And how you going to grow your mindset? By learning something new, which is not in your area of
Yes, yes,
knowing the things.
yeah.
It has to be something unknown.
You want to eat, for example, cherries, and in your field you don't have cherries, but you
Yes.
see that the cherries is opposite side of the, let's say, the river. You need to pass
And
that
how
river,
you
which is
get
yeah,
to
yeah,
that
yes.
place.
And of course, like, I'm not saying like just jump to the river. You think what
Hmm.
I can do in order to safely go. And we are not advocating here is that
Right.
you guys, you just need to throw yourself to the unknown environment. No, think about what you need to do. Of course, like, put a plan. Okay, I need to pass this river, so maybe I can put like bigger stones, I can just
Yes.
step on it, or maybe I can put a wood on the stones, I can pass it, okay, or do something like find out any kind of support person, support thing in order to just make this passing comfortable as much as you can. And of course, this is not guarantee you will fall down in the river. Maybe for river gonna take you up.
Yeah.
It is your failure, but you will learn something in a way. And the one thing that you were saying about the growth mindset, about changing the mindset in a way that the way of the thinking.
Yeah.
I always love to this example. For example, the person is obese. He wants to make a diet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's in all studies. Most of the 99 95%, I'm just not giving the exact number, maybe 95% of the diets are failing, and you gain more kilos after the
True.
diet. Why? Because you are putting yourself to the environment which you are not ready, but your spiritual and body is not there. You just only put your mind. You are not ready because you didn't obtain the knowledge, you didn't learn the things, and you didn't change the way of thinking. That's why you are that. What you need to do, you need to learn how to change your way of eating. If you change your way of eating, the way of eating meaning eating healthy, then you don't need to do the diet anymore, because diet, you're gonna go very extreme, let's say diet, and which the things that you are not eating anymore. It's like someone is
Smoking.
smoking, and you ask him to not smoke the next day. The guy is smoking like 5 6 packs week, and you are asking him to not to smoke. No,
No, impossible.
gradually moving to that area. Same like here, way of thinking. You will not throw yourself to the entrepreneurship mind or any kind of let's say leadership position without the knowledge. You need to obtain the knowledge. Then comes to the point that the knowledge, what kind of
Yes.
things you did, Aidai, in order to obtain the knowledge that's gonna help you to pass this river in a safely.
So there was mainly the experience which I was gaining
Mhm,
because, like what you mentioned, Jay, as well about the fear of failure. Like you shouldn't be scared of failure.
mhm,
You shouldn't be scared of the mistakes which you're doing
mhm,
because those mistakes, those failures, they are the ones which will put you to the success. Because without
mhm,
mistakes, you will not be able to learn. Yes, sometimes you have to burn yourself so that you understand that
mhm,
next
mhm,
time you will not be
mhm.
burning yourself. You will be cautious. So this is how it goes.
But was it because uh, even so we say that do mistakes, some companies, some establishments are not open for the making mistakes. So we
Right.
need to find out these places where you can do the mistakes, or just really be comfortable to any kind of confrontation from the leadership team why you did this mistake, because you are learning, you have this mindset, but leadership didn't, they don't have that mindset. You got my point? So a
Yes.
person can be CEO, can be leader, or can be like a owner of the company. They might not have the growth mindset, guys. It doesn't mean that it's certain position means that these guys have a growth mindset. But
It,
even so, you have a growth mindset, you are moving to that, doing the mistakes and trying to learn something, and they just start to say that you are not, why you are not doing why you are doing this wrong, why you are not competent. You need to have this comfortable mind in order to confront and explain them. Was there any kind of situation? For me, I had. Did you have like kind of?
for me as well because it's just when I look back and when I remember the experiences when I was junior,
Mm,
like in the beginning I was very scared to
mhm.
talk.
For example, front office
And
manager, was there a situation that he came and said, why you did this mistake?
there were a lot of situations, and then when you try to explain yourself and then you're trying to show like this mistake happened because I didn't have a resource,
Hmm.
or I didn't have a
Hmm.
mentor,
Hmm.
or I didn't have enough of training.
Hmm.
And then when you give the information, like when you put it like very detailed,
Hmm.
so and then when you explain it in a logical way,
Hmm.
people then they will say, ah, okay, so the person is not trying to defend
Hmm.
herself or himself, they're giving the facts.
Hmm.
So the mistake happened because of A, B, C,
Hmm.
and like we should not be scared because what I see that many juniors. They're feeling scared that in case if there is a mistake,
Hmm.
that the boss will scream and shout,
Or fire
but
them, put
or
a warning
fire,
file.
exactly. So or warning to the file,
Yeah.
indeed. Like I would say my tip and my takeaway was that as more clearly you explain,
Yeah.
more facts you present, and like everything has to be backed up and supported by the facts.
Hmm.
And then you just mention it to your superior, to your boss, to your leadership
Hmm.
committee, whoever you're reporting to,
Hmm.
that these are the things which could not help
Yeah.
me to
Yep.
get the things done, because at the end of the day we're all mature adults.
Hmm.
We're not here in the kindergarten, we're not babysitting anyone.
Yeah.
So we're responsible for our job scopes and we're responsible
Hmm.
for what we need to do. So ability to talk, ability to communicate, and ability to explain
Hmm.
using the supportive facts,
Yeah.
that is something which is really lacking sometimes in some organizations. Because of course we're responsible for ourselves only. I'm not
Hmm.
responsible for my boss, I'm
Hmm.
not responsible for my
Hmm.
colleague.
Hmm.
But from your case, guys, like what you can do, just to try to have everything from your side,
Hmm.
so to have the fact supporting and backing up you.
Yeah.
So
And
that would be one
and
of the
I will
things.
also add, like, last point maybe. I think that it should be we should be mentioning it at the beginning of the podcast, that why you need the growth mindset. That's an idea. What's your purpose?
Hmm.
This goes to another topic, I know,
Yeah,
but you need to have a precise, clear um, clarity. You need to have a clarity of your vision, what you want to achieve. Then you need the growth mindset. Okay, if you want to be like, for example, CEO of this company, or like director in the director of sales in the
hmm,
hotel, or let's say entrepreneur, or build up your own business of, let's say, selling shoes. So growth mindset can be adjusted accordingly, because growth mindset working in the corporate is not the same
right.
who is doing the entrepreneurship. Like, they need triple growth mindset, because in the having a business has a lot of challenges. You deal with a lot of problems. You need to have a like a three wall of growth mindset in that area, compared to the corporate world, because corporate world, a lot of things are in structure. You just, it's a little bit easier.
You just
Yeah,
follow.
yeah. And you manage the people affairs, people politics in the corporate world, and you are about to succeed. But in the area that the entrepreneurship, selling things, or selling services, opening your branding, doing your branding, it's not easy. It's much more challenging. So I am encouraging everyone who are younger here to just try in their early ages as much as they can, exploring the new opportunities, new things. Okay, don't think that there is only way to go and work in the corporate world. Maybe you can do your own brand, you can do your own business. Let it be failed, let it be like not happen, but you will always have kind of, let's say, knowledge from that failure. Look at all the entrepreneurs, or all the business minds. I'm not talking about the guaranteed guys who came by chance because of their
Yeah.
fathers, or the millions of their fathers. I'm talking about the self millions that
Hmm.
they just made themselves from scratch. Go them, and I will not count their names, but just try to learn what they did, what kind of lifestyle. I came other day, this Alex Hormuzzi. He's one of the
I
entrepreneur, like
I follow him
yeah, I
as well,
follow
and
him
his
as well.
wife.
His wife as well. Yeah, amazing guy. Look, listen to his podcast. He has been in last, I think, like last week, he has been in his 36 years old. So he's like he has three startup company, big startup companies. And he just literally put his like lifespan year by year, from once he born up until 36 years. What is the key milestone that he did in his life? I was reading that description in the Instagram. It was very interesting.
But
In
he's
order to
brilliant,
yeah,
really.
in order to find out what happened in his life, so he exploded that famously. So he was a gym guy. He opened his gym place early years. So he failed. He couldn't do it. Now he's owning gym like businesses now. But early ages he failed, and he lost his whole money. He went to work to somewhere else, to
Hmm.
some company. He gained the money, and he came back. So through like 3 years of his life, he went very hard decisions, hard life, everything was hard. So with the support of his wife, with the support of friends, at the same time, his mindset was very, I always say that young people go always train, because who is training, who is going to the workout, they have a sturdy mind, they have very strong mind. Because if you can just really be comfortable with that pain that you are having in the gym, you can be comfortable with anything else, because that keeps, let's say, teaches you discipline and how to overcome the pain. Because the pain, nobody loves the
No
pain,
pain, no
but in the
gain.
gym, yeah, in the gym you love pain, because
Yes.
you know that this is going in the this pain is for the growth. Because if there is a pain in your muscle, you are thinking, if you are a gym guy, you are thinking that this pain is actually gonna make your muscle grow. The
Right.
same principle that's in workout is goes there. So back to the hormones. He within his 36 years, I find out from 25th to 26, when he was in these
Hmm.
ages, he was having a 3 4 failures, okay, and he was going very hard time. Then he started to work to somewhere and save money, and he opened again the gym. Then he started to give the membership and open another, and he exploded and started to shoot videos. And again, you need to increase your, let's say, surrounding with the friends and with the people around, and just try to find out more opportunities. And the more opportunities
Right.
comes with the growth mindset. You cannot gain opportunity if you go to work. Like, you go to work, you do your work, you come back, you don't speak anyone, you don't go to anywhere, you just come here directly and you sleep. You will not be
It doesn't work this
it
way.
doesn't work. Really, it doesn't work. You need to talk to the people, you need to socialize. Yeah, and after the work you just go with
Yes.
the people and meet up, like yourself as well. I said that,
Networking.
yeah, you need to meet up different people, and you increase your chance of having a luck. People say that these guys are, if I will be saying that this, if I will not be telling the hormones life to you, you will be saying this guy is lucky. But
No, he's not.
he increased the luck, the opportunity to get the luck. What he was doing, he was meeting a lot of people, he was doing efforts, the luck to find him. You
Absolutely.
got my point. So this
Yes.
luck is actually there. You just need to find out how
Help.
I can.
Yes.
Because it's
Help
like buying,
yourself.
like, you have a 10,000 lottery tickets. You buy, let's say, half of them, or the 70% of the ticket. You have a more chance to get this luck. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Uh,
But you will still fail.
yes. Yes.
With lotteries. With lottery is something else, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just be yourselves, learn something new, step outside of your comfort zone, whatever you are, make uncomfortable actions, make yourself being in an uncomfortable action, because this is the time when your mind and your brain starts to work, and it will work in your favor, because you will start searching for new things for you and do the work not for somebody else but for you.
Okay, so guys, we are wrapping up our topic about how to cultivate a growth mindset with Aidai, yeah, our coach and mentor on hospitality, as well as the person coach. So we were discussing about the growth mindset, how to cultivate, sharing our experiences today, and we came to the conclusion that in order to go and really get the growth mindset, you just need to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation and really be comfortable with the discomfort, let's say, in a way.
Hmm.
So apart from that, your personal experiences, you need to find out any kind of traumas that you had and try to fix it. Once you fix the internal traumas by yourself, you will be able to understand yourself better, and you will understand which kind of things in the life is making you afraid to take a leap.
Hmm.
Okay, because in the our brain is, as we talk, is on the survival mode. It's trying to keep you alive. That's why you need to trick your brain in order to really
Yeah.
grow. In order to grow, you need to go out of your current work environment, the environment that you are currently in a comfortable situation. With Aidai, we just mentioned also being the shyness. You can be shy.
Hmm.
Try to put as much as a lot efforts in order to do the mistakes, because those mistakes gonna help you to grow and learn from those mistakes. And I think like this was a really very much extensive talk,
Yeah.
and hopefully in our next episode we will discuss more about the abundance mindset, spotlight effect, a lot of things that we had happened to us in our personal experiences. So this podcast episode gonna go to different, let's say, stations. Okay, in the YouTube channel, the full episode will be there, and we'll be sharing in the podcast stations and in the Instagram and TikTok everywhere.
Yes.
Like, so just try to share this video and share this podcast with your friends, and try to make a favor and also put in Instagram as a story, and you can tag us in your stories. And I think we pretty much covered
Yep.
everything. We'll meet soon, and we have a lot to discuss.
And
Take
we
care,
have
guys.
many more interesting topics to cover. Stay
Yeah,
tuned, guys.
stay tuned. Take care. Bye.